Hey everybody, it's Ruby with Valhalla Organics, and today is so exciting. Those are bees in a box. You've heard about a pocket full of sunshine. Well, I have got packages full of bees. So, as you may know, we lost a couple of our hives over winter, and that is sadly one of the real bummer aspects of beekeeping. But luckily, we were able to pick up a couple of new packages, and I wanted to just show you guys what that looks like. Now, the weather's pretty crappy today. It's been raining this morning. Looks like it's about to rain again, so this might be kind of a quick video because obviously bees don't like being out in the rain or the cold, so I'm going to try to get them into their new homes as quickly as possible and hopefully beat out the rain. So this is just a wooden box full of 3 pounds of worker bees, and inside there is a can of sugar syrup that they've been eating while they're in transit. And there's also a caged queen in there. So hopefully we'll get a chance to see her. But that's what the package looks like. So it's 3 pounds of bees, and we just drove about an hour and a half away to pick them up. So let's get going. Alrighty, so the apiary is a little bit of a mess right now. There's lots of equipment all over the place, and that's because I'm going to be redoing and rebuilding a bunch of these hives. So first things first, we'll get our package. That's what it looks like. So you can see the bees are kind of all over the place, close to the top, all over the place. So what we're going to do, just give them a tap, and that's going to make them go down to the bottom. That way you'll be able to see the sugar syrup feeder and the queen cage, hopefully. So you see that? Right in the middle there, that's where the sugar syrup is. And right there on that side with this little tab, that's where the queen cage is. Get one more tap. So I'm going to take off this lid, and then we're going to pull out that sugar syrup feeder, and we're going to put the queen on some of these frames that we have from one of the hives that didn't make it over the winter. So that's what the top looks like. This can. I'm going to use my tool. Oh, this is the hardest part. They're made to fit in there like really perfectly. There we go. Get my fingers around it. So that's just a can full of food, and then there's some holes in the bottom where you can see the bees are getting their food out. And then this little string here is attached to the queen cage. So I'm going to just detach it. I have dropped these cages into the hole once or twice. That does happen. So I'll just try to be careful here. Really nicely stapled in there. Oh, and I just squished a bee. Now let's see if we can just do it by brute force. Excuse me, ladies. There we go. Okay, so that's the queen cage. She's inside there. She's marked with a green dot. Put her aside here in those frames. And typically people will just dump the bees into the box, but I didn't have great success with that. My friend Sharon told me about a different technique. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just dump a few of these bees on here with the queen. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to take this whole box and put it here in the basement. And then I'm going to take this whole box and put it on top. And what will happen is the bees will want to be close to the queen. Those bees are going to want to be where the queen is, so they're going to find her. This box that I'm putting in here has all drawn comb on it. So that's pretty much what it looks like. Got some honey right there. Give them a little snack. And there's some special candy on this cage. You might not be able to see it very well, but right there's a hole. And behind that piece of cork, there's a bunch of dry fondant, like a candy substance. And so the bees will slowly, over the next couple of days, release the queen from this cage. So what we're doing is just pulling out a little cork piece. Man, I'm really struggling today, you guys. This is like a little embarrassing. There we go. Get those little bits of cork out, and then they will just eat through the candy. And by the time the candy is gone, they should be used to the queen's pheromones, her smell, and should welcome her into the family. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave these right on top of the frame. The guy that I got these from said that that's the way he recommends doing it. And he actually gave me, for free, a little shim. So that's going to make space for that queen cage. So this is an inner cover. And I'm just going to pop it right on top of there. And then this one is going to be an empty box. And then I've got a special feeder. I was going to just give them that can, but I've got a special feeder. So we'll go grab that from the car. You guys have seen this before. Bees are getting a little bit agitated, so we're going to get this done. And here's just some sugar water. Help them get started. And there we go. I'm going to put the lid on. I always just try to really softly put the lid on and move it around a little bit so that any bees that might be in the way can get out of the way. I always put something nice and heavy on the top so you don't have the lid blow away. Voila! Pretty easy. Fast forward to a few weeks later and the bees are thriving. All those little white spots you see in the cells are baby bees. So that's all there is to it. Everybody's very disoriented, so I'm going to leave on out of here and let them get oriented. If you're loving these videos, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We have a ton of new beekeeping content and, of course, always our farm and garden and pickles. Thanks so much for watching.